Alright, so we're gonna elaborate more on this Jose Flores and versus Andre Jackson, both racist people in this case. Besides the Hispanic people who are mostly of Mexican descent and Afro mestizo, that Spaniard and Native and African bloodline in their roots, whether they like it or not, because those African ancestors that came to Mexico during the colonization of Mexico by the Spaniards. The same experience that colonized Louisiana, part of my heritage. Okay, that's where the Spanish Creole come from me. Okay, to my roots. And they had slaves, and the natives people couldn't beat us like the dying diseases and they're fighting, resisting enslaving from Europeans. So they brought Africans. The Africans mixed. It wasn't no one drop rule. Thank God for that. It wasn't no anti-emancipation law. You need a love virginity case. Okay, they happened in 1967. And actually, during this time right now in June, Loving Day is coming. I'm gonna do a video about Loving Day, because as part of Multiracial Heritage Week. I think tomorrow, with the 10th, besides Juneteenth and Multiracial Heritage Week at this time. So y'all go ahead and celebrate multiracial heritage. I, as a multiracial identified and multiracial person, I celebrate my roots. I don't deny my roots for nobody. I don't kiss nobody's ass. You don't like me claim my multiracial background as my identity, and get off my ass. Thank you. Hey, love me cuss up in here, but I tell you like it is. As I was saying, okay, because I do for me, not do for nobody. Okay, thank you. I help you out when you need, but when you try to take away my true identity and take away my true self, oh, it ain't gonna happen. Not here, okay? So it didn't need a Loving Day. It was mixing going on and mixing and mixing, and had a caste system do the next, okay? And that caste system was also racist because the white people who were from Spain benefit from those who Spain were born in Mexico was the second class, and in the middle was the mixed race people, mestizo, mulattoes, hombo, and all the other different racial categories they had. Then they had the pure blacks and pure indigenous people, the American people in Mexico, and they suffered from that. So that's why they fought against Spain. And when they went, and folks understand, when they fought against Spain, that's when they got rid of the caste system, which had a lot of records that show who had black in their ancestry. Yes, okay. So that's why, and they said we all Mexican, we're not black, we're not native, we're not Spanish. It's similar to Jose Marti in Cuba. There's no mulatto Cuban, there's no black Cubans, white Cubans, all Cubans. That's exactly, they didn't have that. So, and then so, therefore, the real reason why slavery continued was due to Anglo, my other ancestors too, because I got African, French, English. I heard Native Spaniard as well. Okay, before grandma was one of them Anglos, before she met my third grandfather. My third grandfather was her son. Her fourth grandfather, who passed away after slavery in the 1870s. She was one of them Anglos, who Irish and English. Okay, this thing came out of Alabama, and her roots came from Georgia and Virginia. Okay, you did research back to see, baby. I love that I did all this research, baby. It's good. So anyway, okay, I don't know, she was trying to own a slave, whatever. Her family was trying to own a slave, whatever. But yeah, whatever. Okay, anyway, and there are racist white people in that side of the family. Yes, my Asian other cousin told me that back in April of 2016. So, but I don't have a good memory of this. Okay, I got redneck clan people way down the family tree. Okay, yes, I do. So, point is, all right. So, they was going against the Mexican law that say no slaves. Okay, no slavery. And the second president of Mexico was Vicente Guerrero. It's weird my birthday is associated with Jose Flores because they have a celebration on my 40th birthday. Let it be known. And tell my business, it is what it is. They did on my 40th birthday this coming up. They having that celebration at the house. Well, 8 days before that birthday. Okay, it's the 10th of August, and that is Jose Flores. It's Jose Flores' birthday, and also Vicente Guerrero, the second president of Mexico, who was African mestizo, who was darker, and who banned slavery in 1829, September 15th. Due because the Anglos came out, they had a manifest destiny, and actually they said there was African people helping the Mexican army stop the slave masters coming to Mexico. Cause remember, all this was Mexico. This was not no United States of America. But here come the Anglos, my other ancestors do race mixing. They came over here trying to steal the land, and they did. Okay, they'll come to another. So when I hear Trump supporters talking about build the wall and all this other stuff. Don't forget, and excuse me for my language, going to offend anybody. The word, don't get me wrong, because I'm not putting on this word, Operation Wetback. That's the one that was created by President Eisenhower. And Eisenhower, Donald Trump on CNN did say he support Eisenhower's ideology of belief. Issues of law one period of time, 1954, which is my dad's birthday year. I'm telling my business here. Actually, that's my third grandfather who had a white mom. He died in 1954. Yes, he did, in Georgia. On my mom's side, and my mom born 2 years later. But like a white man, because his mom was white. Anyway, Eisenhower, he said he supported that, okay? Yeah, he supported that, okay? So those are Hispanic who being strawberry picking coons, defending Trump during that time, operational WICK, okay? They was painting Mexican people as thugs. Same thing with Andre Jackson's doing too, okay? They was depicting them as thugs, okay? So some Hispanics need to do a research on their history. Because the same thing doing to Andre and Andre doing them, if both y'all wrong. I can't just defend both y'all. When he started making racist stuff about Hispanics, I had to cut it off right there. You know, you don't twist me in this situation. So the anti-slavery law written in 1829 in Mexico would make African American people who were stolen from Africa, but later on mixed, because we're not pure black today. The pure and the mixed at the time, because there were some people who were pure at the time. Because they on the pure people, pure black folks, they are mixed. I had children with mixed race people, dark and light, because they had dark skinned people who had mixed heritage, and it still came out dark, like his complexion, talking about Andre. Okay, that is true. And anyone know in our Catholic Latin American history, San Martin de Porres, down in Peru, where George Zimmer's mom was from, he's a dark skinned saint. His father was a Spaniard. That mom was from Panama, an African slave, and it was a consensual relationship out of wedlock. And I culture I read by San Martin de Porres, he was rejected by his white father, his Spaniard father, because he came out dark skinned. And so anyway, when he was trying to become a priest, but in Peru, you had racist people in the Catholic Church who were going against what Jesus said in the church, okay, church teachings. They allowed black people or mixed with black to be priests in Peru. Not all over Latin America. You had priests, you know what I'm saying, who are black, okay. But that's, yeah, in Peru, they own, rules in that parish or diocese, whatever in Peru. That be known, not the whole spectrum of the Catholic. People try to think one sector does this, the whole everybody is guilty. Okay, we're not gonna stereotype here. So yes, mixed people can come dark like that, and I know two people. One dude, his dark skin was straight hair. His mother Mexican. He's a drug dealer. I'm gonna tell all his business. I don't want to get no deep situations. Okay. Then my homegirl who had kinky hair, dark skin, her mother was Mexican. No lie. That's my cousin's aunt's, when she was a lawyer, her godchild back in the 90s, when she lived out in Maryland Plaza before she got some deep SSIT in her own situation. My cousin's aunt, she used to have a little bruisey. She was bruisey, like her yellow sister. And so her maid at the time, before it was a sister, it was a Mexican woman. But the Mexican American woman had a dark-skinned daughter, dark skin with kinky hair on, because I never get. She had a jerry curl, then she had stopped with a jerry curl, then she was. But that's her mom. Back in 19, I remember we met in 91, 92, and 93. Last time I seen her when my cousin's aunt on his dad's side, because his mother is my aunt. She had a christening because she was Catholic, and she had a baptism. And Maryland, probably where she used to stay, we had a Michael Jackson performer, a brown skin, camel skin brother, Michael Jackson with long curly hair, and a jerry curl, and his wife was white. He lip synced to Michael Jackson song, Forget This. He was a limo driver too, Then and talk just like him as well. Yeah. I'm not lying. He did a great job back in that three. He performed. He even had my grandma dance for real. And because my cousin aunt had a swimming pool. I don't forget this back. We had a camel. You know, the big old thing. You know, right. I rode the camel too. I showed it right on the street. We had jumping up and things. We had all. I don't forget this back in '93 or June '93. The limo drive. We had a good time. Cause they go to Richmond, Texas to get the paperwork. Don't forget this. Y'all probably 13 years old. So last time I seen the dark skinned sister who Blaziken. Okay, she's Blaziken. Was back in '93. I ain't seen her since then. She had the poet just braids, and then never forget it was a snake in the grass. So one of my cousin's aunt, friend who's a lawyer, they went to law school in Washington. They say she picked up the snake like it was so crazy. Then, so when the black skin chick, who's dark skinned, when her poet adjusted braids, the Janet Jackson was on the floor. So this bright skinned sister from Missouri City, that was a sister, that was her mother's. It was the secretary of my cousin aunt, who's a lawyer, and the secretary husband's a cop. Okay, so anyway, it's funny because the daughter was bright with curly hair, and the dude brown skin with curly hair, but brown like his dad. Dad was brown like Mahala complected. She was, and the mama, the wife was white, bright skin. Anyway, so the bright skin Ohio little girl said, to my daughter, said, "A snake!" And we called it. I said, "No, that's so and so." I don't tell her real government name. That's so and so's a hair weave. Everybody laughed. I said, "Hell, I'll forget this back in '93." But for real, no, her mother is Mexican. I don't know if they still living now. It's '93, and yeah, that's for real. No lie, her mother is Mexican, and she came out dark skinned. Okay, no joke. Okay, people cannot stereotype. So point is, right? Her mother, and remember I told her my cousin's great grandmother had Alzheimer's disease, and they said my aunt said that she must went to Mexico. So wait a minute. We call her grandma. That's not my grandma though. What grandma going to Mexico? She got Alzheimer's. She's not even in China or Russia or somewhere in Africa. You know what I'm saying? If you got Alzheimer's, no offense about that disease, but like, why would you? No, well, so and so mama is Mexican. And I said, what? I ain't not know that. You know, like you wouldn't expect that, but no. So yeah, so you can't stereotype. Can't stereotype people. Okay? I don't assume. And I know a sister, big, beautiful, dark skinned sister. Her mother is part Mexican, part black. And her child real bright skin, and her baby there bright skin, and she said ghetto black. We never forget we was talking about this both mixed. My dark skin was mixed with Mexican and black and French and everything else. Anyway, she said ghetto. I said that's right. I said say it again. We were coming from a venue, doing security. We was on the train. I said it again. I said ghetto, dumb, black, and stupid redneck. Well, I did say it in front of everybody. I ain't give a damn shit because that's what this whole problem is. Dumb, ghetto, cocoa, blacker than the fire, and dumb, redneck motherfuckers who cuss here, and the pocho ones who want to emulate. That's why we have this ignorance going on. For real. I call it like a babe, I put a name to it. Shoot. I get tired of these old ghetto trash and coconut trash and bio porno trash, okay? You know, and redneck trash. You damn right in the racist state of Texas. Ignorant racist state of Texas. You damn right. I call it like it is. And I'm from Texas, I can say that. Anyway. Anyway. Because they would make fun of her. It's like, they ain't your son. And because he came out with curly hair, he real bright. Well, do her DNA, dumb ants, and do the daddy did. That's why the baby came out bright skin with curly hair, and she dark skin with curly hair. She got a weave up her. She have naturally curly hair. Yeah, so called good hair and dog skin. Okay, thank you. Me and security. We and her got along. I love that sister. That was my sister. That's my sister. I love her. I want her to be my manager, supervisor, and they were trying to stop us from working together. I forget when we do the venues and do sport working against security. I forget them doggone days, baby. Back in 2007, I forget that. But when we said ghetto, I said dumb. That's why I said dumb ghetto black folks, dumb redneck white. I did say. I said that's the whole reason why we got to argue about a mixed ancestry. Cause these folks are intellectually dumb. They're not even intellectual. They go along with what's expected. The expectation of what race is this, okay? I don't go. I go about the intelligence of it. I might talk dumb, talk ignorant, because I'm talking about ignorant people. What's the point? It's like speaking a different language to these people who don't understand. But anyway, for real. So, point is, let's get to the subject. So, African American people and Hispanic people don't know this history. So, for real, in Texas, is a lot of dumb ass people who run the state. From the white ones, the African American people, none of us are pure black, we're mixed, and the Hispanic ones, and that's why we have racism and dumb. And you have like for certain people have a high school education. I have some college. But I was reading college material about race a long time ago because it was like, why this mess is in my business, in my future, in my freedom. I want to enjoy life without this dilemma, this burden. Why this happens? So you had to go to the library to read this bullshit, okay? So anyway, let's get to the subject. So yeah, me and my dark skinned black and Creole sister, we said, I said, guess right, ghetto dumb black people, and I said ghetto dumb redneck. That's what you're dealing with on both ends, and the portrait by published too. Public, thank you. I call it like it is. And folks get offended. That's who run this damn state. And that's why I would love to get the hell up out this state, for real. Anyway, the empires of their white masters on the plantation in the Barcelona Field plantation. That's called like it is. Anyway, those are Africans and Hispanic. They are the epitome of the white master's mentality. As I was saying, while the Yankees come over here, please come here and take over. All right, please. No more Southern trash, ignorant trash, okay? I wish I was a Yankee. Yeah, for real. Not a Southerner, okay? Anyway, let's get to the subject. And I'm very liberal. It scares people. So, as I was saying, is this phone dying? Yeah, it is. But I had to charge it. It should stay in charge mode. If it doesn't, y'all, I'm going to make another video. So, most Hispanics and African people don't know, and if I do get cut off, I will make another part 2 of this video. Okay? I'm trying to make sure. Okay. Actually, let me do that right now. It will be a part 2 of this, and because the phone dying like damn crazy. I gotta eliminate a lot of stuff on this phone. And then I just took a break because I'm trying to get my leadership certificate online. I'm trying to pass it. So I had to take a break and make a video again. And we study for something. Is it going? Why is it not pumping up? Go. Dumb fool. Sorry, this phone. Go. I'm charging from my computer. Okay. There we go. Good, 2%. Good, thank you. It was at 1%. So, anyway, like I was saying, folks looked at the crowd. I said, it's probably right there on the train. I said, I sure did, for real. Because that's what you dealing with. They want their narrative to run your life. And no, hell no, I want their old nasty narrative to hell. Whether they consider themselves black, Hispanic, or white, I don't give a fuck. Please, keep the narrative to yourself, okay? Not everybody in the whole wide world, even when they go to New York or something up north, they're not welcome, okay? Well, I'm not to be welcome because I have a liberal mentality. I don't have that old, rigid, ignorant, and conservative mentality down south, okay? I can get along with all types of people, because I look at people for who they are, regardless what their race is, because I had all people mistreat me and abuse me, so that's why. But anyway, I miss it. Where is she at? Now, the dark skins that's another one. But I'm just saying that there's people who are mixed who do come out dark. But let's look at Tyson Belfort. His mother Asian and black, and his dad Afro-Latino from Panama. Foxy Brown, she part Asian, okay, from Trinidad. Naomi Campbell, she part Asian too, and she dark skinned, and her dad was Chinese and black from Jamaica. So it don't matter what color, race, or and y'all remember on what's that show, Tyra show, Roger was dark skinned and had a Mexican mother. Remember Blanca was about my skin tone, was so-called curly, so-called good hair. I hate the term good hair and that hair, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Just get the folks who would love to use that terminology, okay? Get y'all get your little attention span up. And remember, there was debate, and Roger was saying on Tyra Banks 10 years ago that he cannot stand Mexicans, and his mother was acting like Sarah Jane's mama in the movie Imitation of Life, okay? Soon we'll be done, trouble of the world. Okay, yes, she was about to cry. She said, I know that he was a black boy, but that's my son. I'll forget that on Tyra Banks. About biracial Kimmy Locke, because Kimberly Locke was on there from America Idol. She was on there. I forget that watching Tyra, babe. I love watching all that. I miss Tyra. Tyra can have an attitude sometimes, but I like watching Tyra show when she was, still running her show back in the day. And it took 5 years. 5 years she retired, babe. Please. Let me have her spot since I talk a lot, okay? That water's so good. Now, as I was saying, okay, so going back to the situation, okay? So Mexico, when they had Texas, I want folks to understand this, okay? If I bring the history, it was stolen due to slavery, okay? That's why I defend Mexico, because I know my history. That's why some of you African people in Spain who been cop picking shop people folks get my damn nerves. Don't know your history. You too busy being dumb and stupid, especially for the your crowd of people who dumb and stupid with you. Cause see, one thing about me, just about African guys and Hispanic guys, just because they have to live for other people. The reason, you know what I'm saying, they have to be someone's expectation or to get love. I get hate on because I'm not an expectational person. Take it or leave it. You ain't gonna see, no, even my own family tell I'm hard head. I don't care. I don't like nobody using me as a guinea pig, as a, if you don't like me for who I am, then just leave. Leave. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You gonna take it or leave it, baby. Okay, remember Jim Holograms, Ron. If you don't like the way I act, it's just me. I like to be, take it or leave it. Even though Riot was a jerk, but I love that song. Like, that's my song. Would you see what you get? You better take it or leave it, baby. That's right, take it or leave it when you see me. So that's why I get because I'm not trying to be pressure. If I like a woman, no matter what color, race she is, I'ma like it because I like it. If you don't like it, get the hell out of my face. I go after one. And I think me being spoiled growing up as a child, it had some good and bad takes. But it was at least I have that strong personality, and because if I live someone else's dream, that's what caused depression and suicide because you did it for other people. Okay, I did for me. Now, as confident as right now, go back to the situation in Mexico. Okay, the Mexican people mixed for years, and that's why you see. And so and what happened is they. Like I said, Guerrero was darker skinned, as a Mexican, probably light skinned for accuracy. People he had lighter brown skin tone, but he was not, dark. He wasn't pale, okay. Probably caramel complected, like me, okay. And he banned slavery. It's called a negro. They mocked him called a negro. He banned slavery, and then 2 years later, he got killed by the white Spaniard Mexican, the criollos. Who were born in Mexico, who were pure Spaniard, who was on the Spanish side when they had that war against Mexico. Remember, Jose Maria Morelos, who was a priest. He was Afro-Mestizo too, not mulatto. I thought he was mulatto, but no, he was a priest. He was part of the Mexican Revolution. So was Guerrero. Okay, Guerrero was a peasant, poor, uneducated. He became him and his father even got his mestizo father got into a debate about whether he lived in Mexico or Spain, whatever. Y'all know I'm talking about Mexican history. And if any Mexican person said, if you Morelos doing September 16th, shut up if you're anti-black, because Morelos, named at the state, just like Guerrero is named at the state of Guerrero. Morelos was part black, okay, and native and Spaniard, okay. And yeah, I met 2 descendants. Because he had children. He went against his vows in the Catholic Church. He was not celibate. Yes, he had baby mamas. He was baby daddy. While as a priest. I met 2 descendants. One, a man who's been Americanized. He's from Veracruz. But he was raised here. And he lives in the 2nd Ward. Then I met another Mexican man who's actually from Mexico. And his last name Pavon. Because, Jose Maria, he had 2 last names. Jose Maria, Father Jose Maria, Mother y Pavon. And I asked him in Spanish, are you related to Jose? And he said, yeah. And I'm like, whoa. And I told everybody on 77 bus that goes to the Wayside in Hill State, back in 2013, before they changed the bus schedules. I said, yeah, he's a brother, y'all. I'll forget this. Everybody laughing. We went there by our lake the church right there. I'll never forget that. And I told him, I said, hey, y'all, he got black. Yeah, he... yeah, I said, yeah, he... So for real, so yes, Jose Maria Morales y Pabon was a priest, and he broke his vows, and he had baby mamas. He had some baby mamas down there in Mexico. Yes, he did. Okay, he had a baby. He was baby daddy. Okay, so whoever the baby daddy, who is the who's they who is the daddy who the son of their daddy. Okay, let me know who, if you descendants, if your great mama was a baby mama too. Let me know. We do an interview up there. I guess. He be supposed to be celibate, okay? He's supposed to go in and have sex. You know, so he took a vow, okay? All right. Anyway, but no, he went against his vows and had a baby mama down there. He had some baby mamas. Had a baby mama. He had a baby mama, okay? Real. So, who that baby daddy? That's your baby daddy? For real, let me go ahead and put it in the commentary. Let's get back to the subject. Anyway, so I met some descendants of him being a baby daddy. So, down there, I met some descendants. 2011, in the Second War, yes, a dude, and he was an anti-Catholic. He was a former Catholic, became Baptist. He went to the church. He was at the Magnolia Transit Center. It was cold December, but I bought some shoes when I was working at Stripes at Payless. Okay, I don't forget that. And then I met I saw his last name on ID, and I asked the Mexican man where he's from. He was from Mexico, and I said, Bebon, and I mentioned about Jose Maria, and then he told me that he's related to it. I said, wow. I said, well, okay. So, yeah, so it's weird. Okay, so let's get back to the subject. So, Guerrero banned slavery 190 years ago. September 15th is a celebration of that. I would love to have a party for that, okay? If it will organize the banning of slavery 190 years ago in Mexico, please let me know so I can sponsor it, promote it on my channel, whatever. Because I want to have a good time. I'm 40 in that day, okay? So, here come the Anglos, the white people from, Anglo-Saxons from the South, who came here illegally with slaves. African Mexican folks, mixed and pure. Okay, mixed and pure, light and dark. King hair, curly hair, whatever. Some look white, whatever, doesn't matter. And they had slaves. Mexican Army Gahuila told they behind, trying to use too much cursor up here, to let go of them slaves because of the anti-slavery law. And the Mexican, the Anglos were like, well, you gotta pay each slave because slavery was about money. They beat the slaves, raped the slaves, mistreat slaves. African Mexican people, mixed and pure, for free labor, meaning they made the money. They sit behind their lazy ass. I'm sorry to cuss their lazy ass, white racist, ratchet, lazy asses, and makes people who they beat. That's why they distort the Bible, and that's why they distort the Bible. That's why one period of time the Southern Baptist Convention believed the Bible was legally. Slavery was okay, calling it false interpretation of the Bible. They also used the Bible so they can manipulate the slaves. That's why you have so many African people today say they're not Christian because of that, okay? So, point is, they twist the Bible, they made the slaves and he also raped slaves, even if he was having homosexual sex or butt breaking. I mean, it's weird how the South act like it's a Bible Belt, but it's not Bible Belt when it comes to these type of things. Just because someone claims to be Christian, they're not living that way. I mean, none of us are perfect. I'm not the perfect one forever, but still, run here acting like you're Christian. Nah, that's why you have this self-righteous behavior. So, anyway, so what happened is they was told by the Mexican government, Cahuila controlled Texas at the time, that they had to let go of slaves, and they told the Mexican government, Cahuila, that we're not getting rid of it, you're not going to pay us, because they use those human beings for money. That's why we advocate for reparations, and that's the reason why I advocate reparations, because of that, because it was for money. Now, for the love of money, and St. Paul said in the Bible, the love of money is rule all evil. Okay, I had to put the bottle for the love of money. I got that money thing for the bottle of the harm. So what happened is when they went against the law, that's what rebelled in the Alamo. And folks think that it was about Mexico and the citizenship of Anglos. No, their citizenship was revoked. First of all, they came here illegally to Mexico, and they bought slaves. They violated human law and legal law, and they wanted the Mexican government to take it, and they said no. And so during the war at Alamo, and Santa Ana was almost winning, and if he did not take drugs and had his freak on with the mulatto, the yellow woman, the young Rose Texas, Morgan West, down there by the ship channel by Pasadena, if he didn't have us get his thing hard, nasty up here, and got high, he would have won the war. But unfortunately, he didn't. And that's when they drugged him. We gave him drugs. He got high. He got lustful. He got dirty in his head. And he had college drawers on, trying to have sex with that fine yellow woman. So that's the reason why that he lost the war. Now, see how lust and drugs, and you see these celebrities all the time, they lose everything to lust and drugs. Now, the devil loves back to life. Anyway, so let's get back to the subject. So, Mexico lost the war due to that. And when they had made Republic of Texas, okay, you had African people, mixed and pure, crossing the Rio Grande, being wet blacks, okay, which I would mind me call a wet black, because I will be one, okay, if I was living those days. I would not say that nobody called me all type of niggas, nigger or nigga, no matter how they spell it. I don't call myself no damn nigga. I don't know, low self-esteem for myself, I have high self-esteem for myself. I see myself as high standard. Okay, so what happened is they crossed the Rio Grande, and Mexican army and Mexican government allowed them in. It was the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant ones from the South, okay, who was being thuggish, going to kidnap. And especially the black settlers, well, from Spanish Florida, it means a black and Native American, John Horace, Juan Cabello, changed the name to Juan Cabello, same thing. He reported what did he do? He was defended by the Mexican army because they beat them Anglo-Saxon those slave masters ass. Yeah, they gave them ass whooping, and I'm glad they did. It was even the slaves, all type of ass whoopings. So the Mexican army gave them an ass whooping, and they deserved to get an ass whooping. Okay, so anyway, so point is, and if I was them days, I would join in with the Mexican army and gave them ass whooping right back to say, I don't know, you used to beat on me, knock me down. I'm sorry, no, I don't give a I don't know, for real. Let me stop. You used to beat up on me on a plantation. Let me stop. Anyway, for this, y'all got some licks in, you know. Anyway, for this. So, Mexican army defended African people. So, y'all see why I don't have this black on brown bullshit mentality, okay? This cotton picking, because, and let me explain why I say cotton picking, because in Texas, in the rest of the South, but here in Texas, you have slavery. Juneteenth is coming up. There's a last state that continued to practice slavery 3 years after it was considered illegal. Okay? So, do you understand why? Yeah. So, then you have Mexican people who worked on the field too and got beaten, mistreated as well. Regardless of getting paid little, they're still slave work. And it was dehumanized. They had a Bracero program, okay? Where they always talk about the illegal immigration, but the white government is the reason why they had a quote illegal immigration, because they brought folks from another country and made them do slave work, okay? And when Mexican people saw a way of life to live here instead in the United States, they wanted to stay here, and they got mad because they didn't think the Mexican people or wanted to be in the same social economic situation with them. They thought that just like African people be economic poor, ghetto, barrio, if you're around me. Hello, alright? So that's why I say straw picking, cotton picking, because the same oppressor, African people and Hispanic people to this day, defend each when they get into a beef. Here is the nigger and wetback arguments. And I get tired of seeing it. Then when white man comes and whoop your ass and mistreat you, then you want to shout it's racism. Okay? Because at the end of the day, nigger and wetback talk is not going to be, and I'm sorry to say it like that, it's not going to solve this case. Okay? if you think intelligently and look at people in a colorblind situation, it probably find the killer. Okay? So I'm going to quote to it. It goes to Jose Flores' case. I defended Andre Jackson because he came on my channel and said that he did not do it. And of course, I didn't want to give him no favoritism because he's of African descent, but I know my history, and I know that people African descent, when it was innocent of something, they would declare guilty based on racist behavior. And also Hispanics were too. Look what happened to SPM. Same thing in others in the past. When they will get a Mexican person and say that and he was falsely accused. There's a lot of cases like that. Speaking of this, Jody Arias, the Hispanic woman down in California who killed her white boyfriend. When Nancy Grace back in 2010, when I saw the case, I never heard, but it was like the OJ trial, baby. Them white folk were protesting to make the Hispanic woman go to jail, and brown woman go to jail, go to prison. And I said, how dare y'all judge her? I was in my head, how dare you judge her based on, you know what I'm saying? You said because it's a white man get killed, she didn't do it. But then when she admitted that she did it, I said, you dumb bitch. I'm like, another cuss here. You had me on your damn side because I didn't want to see another minority person get falsely accused. Based on race, if we look at people based on character, this whole thing with not good. But people like to use race to declare who's guilty. Oh, but it's like, yeah. So, actually, she admits she killed her white boyfriend, and she was bleaching her hair blonde and everything else. Yeah, like a white. You know, no wrong with bleaching hair blonde, but she was doing all that. And she, and she was trying to get that. She trying to make her the raza real good. She trying to make her the raza the better. She trying to make her. I bet she want them kid with blue eyes. But no, she killed that white man. She killed the white man. And I said, you bitch, how dare you had me thinking that I'm going to cuss Nancy Grace out there and she's a white race woman because someone of color, you know, just automatically guilty, not looking at the facts. So that's why. So I'm letting me know that I almost went this Jody Arias, and also because I'll call Nancy Grace all the time B-A-I-T-C-H and race playing B-I-T-C real. But when I saw the fact this woman actually admitted she killed that white, I was like, you had me all thinking. So, here we go. What you want me to do? And that was it. Okay, so when he came on my channel with the Michael Jackson situation and being ignorant, that's why I blocked his ass. But when he came and did a video saying he did not do it, of course I had to, because anybody false accused or anything, and I helped white people who've been false accused. When no, for real, and yeah, for real, and I make sure that the person did not false accuse that person, whatever, because who wants to be in trouble being false accused based on some race bullshit? Okay. You see somebody doing, I'm not gonna sit here and lie on that person, because when I was in school, that's why I'm very defensive to say, even in my own family, they will falsely accuse me based on their own ignorant judgment, okay? Instead of looking at the facts and using logic. And as that fear comes up, and I used to watch movies about being falsely accused. So I always pray. Especially Psalm 109, excuse me, 109, to never be falsely accused or anything, because that is a serious, scary, it's people attack against you, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I came here. But I'm not going to defend this man too much, because when this dude came out and said that most of y'all are saying this in your communities and that, and I'm like, you doing the same thing that they're saying about you, brother. The same color is and racist comment is, because if he's, because I'm gonna be honest with you, by him being extra dark, that also, I mean, do we need a Mala Negra who's dark skinned, who's Dominican Hispanic, can tell you that, okay? And even Sleta Apracio, she's a darker Mexican, not as dark as Andrew or Mala Negra, but they can tell the racism in the Hispanic colorism, okay? See, in novellas, when it shows who the love interest and the protagonist, you know, who like white people from Spain. But truth of the matter is, when he started making ignorant comments about Hispanics as a whole, many of you is very ignorant to say that. I could not say it, because it's just ignorant as the ones who called him nigger and making anti-black. Both y'all, I can't sit here and defend that. Because let me tell you something, Zacharias, me, have enemies and friends on both spectrums. I had people who were Hispanic who did me dirt, and had African American who did me good. I had people who were African American did me dirt, especially go to Job Corps, and had Hispanic person had me go to Job Corps, did good. So I had people who had to get my case done when I was evicted. You get my point. So when you go through trials, tribulations, where all types of people came out and help you, the last thing I would do is try to blast them based on their race. Do you understand? Because while you say African American people, folks understand, Andrew don't look at this. Why are we the few people on his channel defending him? Where are the other African people who defend him? He's very ungrateful. Where and there are Hispanic people on his side. One thing he has, his mindset is too negative. You can tell that, okay? He has a one-track mindset. I don't care how much degrees and what he did in the military. That ignorance is exposing too much, and I cannot defend that. Because one thing about me, I ain't gonna generalize. I don't know about generalize me for someone else's bullshit. So I just thank you. Get my point. I'm very defensive of that. Okay. So and then I'm mixed with Spanish. Okay. I'm mixed with Spanish. Regardless what you see me as, he means a black. I don't give a damn what they see me as. At the end of the day, genetically, I am multiracial. I have different genetic markers outside of Africa, along with Africa. I'm not pure African descent. I don't care what white men say. White man is not God. And those who follow white man ain't God either. So if y'all don't like that, that's your problem, not mine. Okay? My great-grandfather was a black Spanish Creole. That's his daughter, my third grandmother, married my white-looking third grandfather, had a white mama and Creole mulatto dad, passed white. So do you understand? And I had good and bad in the Hispanic community. Okay? So, do you understand? Without even know, I didn't know I was Hispanic until I did research on Answer.com. Now, I know DNA test answer research actually looking, and dig records and stuff. Okay? So, do you understand that I'm not Mexican, but I had Mexican people who did good and bad. And my question is, brother, it's few of us in the African community defending you. And a bunch of Hispanics. So why did the brothers and sisters come in your forward to defend you? Something's not right here. A lot of folks ain't looking at that. And the reason why you do have Hispanic people attack you because you're just as racist as they are. The ones who's attacking him. I mean, I wish we had Bill Duke from the dark-skinned brother from what's the show? DJ Flag to have a talk with him. Cause one thing about Bill Duke is a smart dark-skinned brother, and he would tell you, yeah, one time he almost drank bleach because he was going to school trying to then he didn't do that. His parents protected him from that. He saw how his parents was treated and stuff, but he also said when he was racist towards white people, the white teacher gave him a chance to be important and change his life. So that, do you understand? When you have so much hate towards anybody, because you gotta look at people as individuals. Not every Mexican is racist toward African people. Not every African person is racist on Hispanics. It's just you have a bunch of ignorant people on both sides. And it's sad that in Texas, I'm sorry to say that the generalized Texas, but I've been here all my life. I always want to get out of here. I have been out, but I wish I can actually leave this old race there because historically, from Jumpstart, when it was stolen from Mexico, it became slavery. It became racist since then. Okay? This is a state that a white racist man from the South took over, an ignorant one. Okay? An ignorant one that took over and invaded, and then next thing you have the people of color being brainwashed by his mentality. That's the reason why you have black and brown racism. That's why they resort, instead of using intelligent ways to defend themselves, they'll resort to being racist towards you by calling each other niggas and wetbacks and spicks and monkeys and chuckles, all that other talk. That is white racist language. It ain't no Mexican or African language. It is a white racist person talking. In this case, an African person, Hispanic person, had brought their brain cells into that mess, and that's why it's fucking up their life. So, like I said, and before I leave the video, why y'all out here cherry and cotton picking and calling each other niggas and wetbacks and stuff, and spicks and monkeys and spooks and everything else and chunko and everything else? I'm sorry, it's so stupid to use those terminology. Do you know a black skin woman, Stacey Dash, her mother, Stacey Dash, clueless. She was giving money to Trump while y'all was acting a fool before they arrested Andrew Jackson. Okay, so this before Trump, she gave her coins. She gave her bag to Trump. Yes, she did. That Black-skinned woman. I'm gonna put a picture on her. She gave money to white racist Trump, a Black-skinned woman, famous black and still beautiful but dumb. So why y'all still cherry picking and cotton picking and acting like a fool on a plantation of Racine, Texas, owned by white people? Over this little, and I said, my heart goes out to the boy that passed away, because I would never want a child ever being killed, okay? I'm laughing at y'all dumb motherfuckers who racist. I ain't laughing at what happened to him. It's right. My heart goes out to him. Hopefully we'll find the killer. But y'all cherry picking, cotton picking folks, while y'all acting dumb against each other. A Black-skinned woman, beautiful Black-skinned woman named Stacey Dash, who's been clueless. She gave her coins, her bag, swag to Donald Trump. Yes, she did. She endorsed him. Why? Back in 2016 in May, after this case, after the tragedy, Jose got killed. Okay, so while y'all doing this unintelligent garbage and just being racist, and to Andrew, I cannot defend you in this point because you're being just as dumb and racist, stupid as these Hispanics who are racist, no, individually, okay, not as a whole. I don't play that mess, and you can call me a sellout, a coon, whatever you want to call me. I don't give a fuck. Kiss my camera, complete that multiracial, mixed race, African descendant, Native American and Native French, Irish, and Native descendant behind ass down, because God, when people see me as my genetics do not change. Their opinion do not change my family history, okay? It is what it is, okay? And folks hate me, take it or leave it, alright? Bye, y'all. Adios.